The Veno is going to be the call. I was thinking maybe you try something that's a little stronger against the Kunkka, maybe try to shift the Pango to the 3, but it's still not enough damage. But with Gennett coming in from behind, maybe they can get the hit. He does clip him with the Scatter Blast. Into the Skewer. There we go. That's unbelievably ugly, ET, but it is a kill. They get first blood. They snipe out Kataro's Courier, so a lot of damage done.
Yeah, and just works, and now CatU desperately needs to make sure that this wave...
Might need maybe as much farm as some other heroes. On the other side of the map, though, Parker is very low. Is the Poison Sting...
Fairy Fire.
Yeah. He just doesn't do it. And now his teammate's going to get taken down, too. I mean, Prada will also tick down to DOT. I don't know if I fully understand what happened there. Okay. Yeah, Cat, you had to take the rune there because Gennett was right on top of him. So you have an Arcane on Ogre for whatever that's worth. Not much. As Leo Style comes in, says thanks for the free kill. Maybe? Yeah, there you go. At least you keep the Arcane Rune out of your opponent's hands, but up in the top lane, Frank, that's a solo kill. Onto Kataro, doesn't even have his RP yet. Just Shockwave, Skewer, and the right-click damage. Power. He at the ready, just need a target. Kataro, though, very wisely playing under his tower. Gennett kind of just goes in anyway, so they do have to make a move. The only person they can actually hit is KatU, though, and this isn't going well. This isn't going well at all. This is going terribly, actually, but there's the RP. That's going to bail them out in the end. Or maybe it won't. Kataro's still not dead. He's going to survive. Leo Style goes down. Kataro gets all 3 kills. They can now start to get a little more aggressive. Speaking of aggression, Sladen hit by the X, Ghost Ship's going to connect, and Leo Style gets a bit of a freebie. But he can still make contributions, although right now he's nowhere close to this. 3-man smoke pushing into their own jungle. They are going to get eyes on Oscar. They'll hit him up with the X. The Ghost Ship is going to come out. Oscar did throw the Nova out there, so there's a little damage being dealt, but not really going to be enough unless... Sebas, I don't know. Yeah, there's that BKB. He's going to eat the arrow. Doesn't affect him, and now things get a little bit more awkward. X into Torrent is going to keep Sebas at arm's length, and I don't know how much they can really find. Prada is getting caught out here. They will just sort of bully up onto the Crystal Maiden, but from the way they were positioning ET, it kind of felt like they were hoping for more than that, but...
Was on him. Did have to commit it, but that's their free smoke onto killing the Veno. Now, mid, looking to defend the tower, but they want to save their mag.
He is dangerously low. Gennett comes in for the stun, but it doesn't matter. The damage was already there. And now they're going to try for the fight. Kisses are coming in. Omni Slash onto Oscar, all by himself. No creep wave to protect him. They will turn that into a trade-off right now, but they're hoping for a little bit more. They get the X onto KatU, spin from Parker, doing some damage. And Sladen, I don't know. He's going to try his best here. He does manage to snag away the haste rune. Kataro is coming in, but into the freezing field. They really don't want to eat that damage, but they are going to go in anyway. They take down Prada. Leo Styles drop low as well, but the X into the boat. He's going to keep the gyro back, but now the Rolling Thunder coming in. Sebas, he knows his target. He wants it, but he's not able to actually get the angle, and now the... Okay. Leo Style eventually falls, but he turned around for the Tidebringer, got the angle to kill off one. And if you're infamous...
Dynamic of duos, but okay, going in right now.
Well,
Time
the
to
call
run.
down came through, though, yeah. You don't really want to be here anymore. Leo Style's going to TP out. Prada obviously does not have the same luxury. He will fall. And Infamous, they were ready. They're able to get the defenses in place.
And neither side can force the Roshan, so it's why it feels like we're kind of running out of plays from either side here. But here we go, trying on a Sebas, but there's the Shard. Doesn't even have to use his ulti, and now he's got sentries down. They could try to bait this one out. They don't know the mag. And there it is.
Yeah. That is just gross. Frank blinks, RPs. Omni was... He thinks with his teammates close by, he can maybe just fall back and they could regroup for a fight, and they may not be wrong, although, Parker, gotta be a little bit careful here, but the X does come through. They're going to be able to catch Sladen, so they do take him down first. Now Kataro gets rooted up. He was trying to go for the cutoff angle here. Instead, they're just going to have to settle for the kill onto Gennett. There we go. They do eventually get it, but there's the RP in from Frank. They're going to blow up multiple heroes off the back of it. Kataro's going to lose his first life. Buyback comes in from the Snapfire, recognizing, hey, we have a chance to just straight up slam the door in our opponent's faces here if we can take Kataro down a second time. But about that, that's not really going the way that they wanted it to. Wow, I mean, Kataro was ready. Just comes in, starts blasting away. Sebas is in there for the support damage, and...
Time to run. Supports.
I think it's just going to be Prada that they take here, although... Oh, okay. Sebas looking like he wants to go in. Katyu kind of got into a little bit of a bad way there as well, but even he falls back. The Moonlight Shadow doing some serious work out from Sladen. They find Prada. They lose no one. But he decides not to pop it. That may allow for this initiation. They are going to spot out Prada. There's the RP, though, from Frank connecting on it, too, but the calldown's coming in. They're just deploying everything. Poison Nova out. The Ghost Ship flying through, though. Katyu will fall, but he's going to buy back immediately, and here comes Infamous, pushing their way forward. Prada's going to go down first. Parker able to get the Omni Slash off onto the Rolling Thunder, actually, so he'll take down Sebas. But now, can he get himself away? He is trying to retreat. Kataro wanted to chase, but the Torrent actually prevents him from doing so. But look at the health.
Hit right now, but I don't know if there's enough time. Does he get bashed by Roche? That's the only question, but I don't know if there's any time here.
Katyu's in. Can he grab something? No, he can't. Parker's able to grab the Aegis. Should take Katyu down. That's a dieback now for the Ogre. Meanwhile, further up the river, there is a fight. No, there is not. Leo Styles is trying to get away. He had to use the boat to do it, but he's going to be able to make his escape. I think Prada gets sacrificed here in the end. And the other support might go down as well. Genix TP does get canceled. Sladen hits him with the Yules into the arrow, but this Mirana doesn't do much damage. Might need some help, but there it is. Sebas comes in, cleans up, and that's certainly better than nothing, finding a couple of support kills at the end, DT, but...
Maybe a stroke of luck there for him, but it's almost time to be back on the base, guys, and they're actually letting a lot of damage actually fall here, and Skewered, no mana, though. He can't RP.
This is a little bit awkward. Kataro, though, is stuck in the side. Yeah, now the RP comes in, but here comes the reinforcements. Rolling Thunder in from Sebas. Omni Slash is hitting Kataro. Is it enough? Yes, it is. They take him down. No buyback on the Gyro. And this is where the fight gets a little bit unfortunate for the Infamous side. They are still trying to get some damage, and Parker is dropping pretty low, but he's got the Aegis. He's just going to fight his way through it. Oscar's the one who's actually just completely dropping. And we come back to the point you were making, ET, right? The RP was there. Infamous for a moment thought, but I feel like that's an appropriate risk at this point. The Basher's just going to make him so much stronger, though he just used Rolling Thunder with no Basher actually in his inventory. So he is jumping the gun a little bit. Now Frank comes in. There's the RP. The Skewer onto 2. They've caught out Kataro. Can they finish him off? He was able to get the Satanic off, so he is starting to heal. But it's not going to be enough. They actually hex him up once the BKB ends. Yeah, that's it. The fight's over. They're going to lose everybody as Sladen gets pulled back in. It's a rampage for Parker as well.
Just to be clear, if I call you mate, I don't mean it literally.
Infamous. The time for it. They hit him with the Torrent. Prada...
Bye,
I think,
Prada.
yeah, you may be sacrificed here. No, force after the high ground, but you can't outrun that missile. They still find the kill, but... Prada doesn't care. His teammates definitely don't care. They got 2 full lanes of racks in the...
Whether or not he can keep these heroes disabled long enough for Kataro to actually do the damage, or if it's just going to be another Frank show as Frank steals another life.
Katyu gets taken down. One of the heroes with a death timer that's not... They pushed in? I don't know. It felt like they thought they had more there than what actually developed.
Yeah, just unable to make any kind of follow-up point happen, and then poor Katyu, he just TP's in, and he's just gone on delivery, just in the dark, blind, and Frank just keeps on trying for him.
The grave on the Infamous side, but now, well, now they got to defend the base. Final lane of racks under attack. Infinity want those megas, and they just found a pickoff. They're going to pull the Mirana out of the base. Sladen goes down, no buyback available. If you're Infamous, I don't really know. How do they approach it? Because the Mirana's still dead. It's just... I think you have to somehow maybe bait Infinity into an overcommitment, but that's really just not happening. In fact, Oscar is going to get pulled out of the base. He did get off the Nova onto just about everyone, but who follows it up? Kataro doesn't want to go in by himself. He doesn't have a choice. There's going to be the RP into the Omni Slash. It does bounce over the creep wave for a moment, so Kataro will live, but his teammates are going down. Katyu is dead again. Buyback from the Ogre. Needs to be able to get back into the front line to help out the Gyrocopter, who is healing up. with the Satanic. He's still not dead yet somehow, but he's been hexed. He's been stunned. And that's going to do it. So GG will be called, and Infinity maybe a little bit more time than they thought they would need, but they still get the win.
Yeah, and they look great. They look fantastic. Able to take down, you know, their old team as well, you know? Yeah. I mean, we joke about it, but it's got to be a good win. And of course, Parker versus Guitarro, I mean, it's always the whatever